Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the preview show for Dawn of Destiny 2020. Heartland Championship Wrestling is proud to present the biggest pay-per-view of the year right here on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. And as we kick off this preview show, I would like to thank my son Paul, who provided the beats for this pay-per-view preview broadcast. It's going to be a doozy, fans. 6 title matches. You'll see action from West Coast Championship Wrestling, from Heartland Ladies Wrestling, the Atlantic Wrestling Federation, Pro Wrestling Mid-America, and both the NWA World Tag Team title and the NWA World Heavyweight Championship will be defended at Dawn of Destiny 2020. Let's run down all the action. To kick things off, it will be a no disqualification grudge match, pitting former tag team partners and former best friends, the Iron Sheik versus Nikolai Volkov, in a grudge match for the ages. These two have been at odds for weeks. Their tag team fell upon a losing streak, and things finally blew up last weekend in Charlotte when Sheik and Volkov suffered a disqualification loss to Marcus Alexander Bagwell and the Patriot, and that loss did not sit well with either the Sheik or Volkov. For weeks, Sheik had been berating Volkov and blaming him for the woes of the tag team, and finally in Charlotte, Volkov stood up for himself and wailed on the Iron Sheik, and that leads to the grudge match that you will see at Dawn of Destiny 2020. Next up, there will be a celebration in the ring for the Ring of Honor supposed tag team champions, the team of Red Dragon, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish. Now, O'Reilly and Fish had a title match, no disqualification, against the world's greatest tag team. And during that match, Red Dragon took advantage of the no disqualification stipulations, and they brought their friend Donovan Dijak, a member of Team Takeover, to assault Charlie Haas. Dijak pulled Haas out of the ring and gave him a beating, while the members of Red Dragon took care of Shelton Benjamin in the ring. They never did bother to actually pin Shelton Benjamin, but they beat down the champions and they took off with the belts. And they have claimed that the world's greatest tag team is out of action, and they have laid claim to the title of Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. And they intend to host a celebration in the ring at Dawn of Destiny 2020. You'll not want to miss that. Maybe you will want to miss that. Neither of these guys is much to look at, and they've got personalities to match. And they have possession, if not rightful possession, of the Ring of Honor Tag Team title belts. Also from Ring of Honor, you will see the Ring of Honor Heavyweight Championship. This championship has been hotly contested among a number of men throughout 2020. The current title holder is Jay White, and he has a title match against one of the former champions, C.W. Anderson. Ring of Honor action will be in the ring in Cincinnati. A 3-way grudge match among the ladies of Heartland Ladies Wrestling. Cheerleader Melissa and Tessa Blanchard have had a growing rivalry, which started off respectfully enough, but ended in controversy when Tessa Blanchard interfered in a match between Cheerleader Melissa and Angelus Lane. That interference cost Melissa a disqualification loss. Melissa wasn't very happy about that. Angelus Lane wasn't very happy about that. And the three of them have been back jumping each other and just erupting into a feud that is going to come to a head at Dawn of Destiny 2020 when these three ladies all get into the ring to settle their differences once and for all. The Atlantic Tag Team Championship has been a rivalry as the Road Warriors and Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard have traded the belts back and forth a couple of times, and it will be 2 out of 3 falls to settle the score once and for all between the Road Warriors and the Horseman team of Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson. Of course, nobody can match power with the Road Warriors, but Anderson and Blanchard have the strategic genius of James J. Dillon at ringside. They have their own tactical genius, and these two are consummate technical wrestlers. So anything can happen. 2 out of 3 falls for the Atlantic Tag Team Championship. One of the most exciting men in all of wrestling is the Superfly, Jimmy Snuka. He has had a stranglehold on the Pro Wrestling Mid-America Heavyweight Championship. He will face a tough test at Cincinnati when he takes on Nick Bockwinkel for the Mid-America Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. And the Heartland Ladies Championship will be on the line in Cincinnati when 2 rough, rugged contenders, Sherry Martel and Soraya Knight, go at it once again. These two have had 2 hellacious brawls, and in the last hellacious brawl, it was Sherry who delivered a beating to Soraya Knight unlike anything I've ever seen to take the title for the very first time. But Soraya Knight is coming back to Cincinnati with revenge on her mind to take on Sherry Martel at the pay-per-view. And in our double main event, it will be both the NWA World Championships at stake. First, you will see the NWA World Tag Team Championship defended as the Steiner brothers, the popular champions, take on the equally popular number 1 contenders, Dick the Bruiser and the Crusher. That will once again be a contrast of styles. You'll not see a backward step taken by Bruiser or Crusher, and they'll just beat you down left and right. The Steiner brothers have a lot of athletic ability, a lot of tag team expertise, and a lot of technical wrestling skill in that ring. And I think Rick Steiner longs for the opportunity to throw hands with either the Bruiser or the Crusher this Saturday night in Cincinnati with the tag team titles on the line. And finally, in your main event, it will be sensational as the World Heavyweight Champion, the Macho Man Randy Savage, defends his title against the one and only Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Flair has climbed a long way to get to the top of the mountain for this title match and has a career-long fierce rivalry with the Macho Man, and it will be the main event that you will not want to miss this Saturday night in Cincinnati. All right, fans, that is the card for Dawn of Destiny 2020, coming to you live this Saturday from Cincinnati, Ohio. And leave your comments in the chat. There's one of 2 ways I may do this. I may just do like a usual show and broadcast just the 3 main events. That gives you somewhere between a half an hour and an hour of wrestling action, which is about as much as a stream as folks will watch. And on the typical wrestling day, I will play all of the preceding matches on the tabletop and then broadcast the 3 main events, which would be the ladies title, the NWA World Tag Team Championship, and the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. The other option would be to do 3 matches on Friday, 3 matches on Saturday, 3 matches on Sunday. So if you want to see all 9 matches on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network, please leave a comment below. And if we get enough people who want to see the full show from start to finish on the network, we'll split it up over 3 nights. You'll get 3 separate broadcasts. Each of them will be about 30 to 60 minutes in length. And we will broadcast all of Dawn of Destiny 2020 if that's what the fans of the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network want to see. So fans, thank you for checking out tonight's pay-per-view preview. That's our stream, and I am out of here.